If you had apple cider vinegar every single day for 400 days, would you lose weight? Would it cure all of your ails? You know, there are lots of claims, but there's a key weight loss claim I love to talk about here. I talked about it last time. I got your comments. But actually, the more I delve into apple cider vinegar, I think there's a secret to it that nobody else is talking about. Rhonda has given us a hot tip on flavor. We're testing it here today. And we don't fool around in weight loss here at Eat Like a Bear, so our apple cider vinegar made the cover of a national magazine. And so in the last video, I suggested that before a meal or within a meal, you just add some apple cider vinegar. You're gonna feel fuller faster. And in the weight loss world, if you feel fuller faster, it means you eat fewer calories. There's no magic there. You just come to satiation, you're able to end your meal, you're able to walk away. Eat and go be awesome. You're living like a bear at Eat Like a Bear. And I said, run out, get the $5 bottle. If it doesn't work for you, at least you have some vinegar for your salads. So I've gotten comments, including from my sister who said, you know what? It just upsets my stomach and I'm not gonna do it. Okay, don't do it, Kimberly. If it's upsetting your stomach, why are you doing it? There are lots of other ways to bring a meal to an end, to feel full, to eat, and go be awesome. We got comments that, yeah, it works. So it's worth a try. But I want you all to take it a step further. I'm gonna show you a project of mine. I did this project on a recent trip, and I brought these very vinegars home with me. I made these out in the field. Now about this trip. This was an unexpected trip with my son, Frederick, the one who encouraged me to get out and hike years ago, that led me to this leadership here at Eat Like a Bear. And so we're out in Tahoe. We traveled down the Eastern Sierra in just such a memorable trip. We had such a nice trip. This is a trip that may become legendary because it was on this trip in Tuolumne Meadows when I saw a picture of myself in these exact jeans. Okay, now see how tight these are? I don't weigh myself. I've just told myself, these are the jeans. See, they're actual jeans. This is not stretch pants. And if I start busting out of these, it's time to lose weight. And so I'm up there at Tuolumne Meadows. I see the photo of myself and I'm like, it's time. It is time. So I came home to start a whole grind it off phase. It's been a great few weeks here. We've had this contest in the Deep Den about who can lose more weight than me. And as a little spoiler, there are people losing some serious pounds in there. The prize is a car sticker. A lot of people are getting a car sticker, it would appear to me. So shh, don't tell them, the contest is still going on. And so it was a wonderful trip. And it turns out I brought something very special back with me. I brought this infused vinegar from that trip. I tried them the other day and I made these dressings. My response surprised even me. We've got our vinegars. They've been here on the shelf for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a good amount of time to start to use them, but they will just stay good maybe forever. Forever. It's pure vinegar in here. I'm gonna make a vinaigrette out of each of these. Contrary to my reputation, I will actually measure these. These are little single-size vinaigrettes for the ridiculously big salad. Gonna put about 1/4 cup in each of the olive oil. So they look like this. And then we're gonna get 1/4 cup of the vinegar in here. Can you see it? I see pine needles in there. The sweetness of the pine. The pine was in the Eastern Sierra. I am remembering the trip. Coming over the Western Sierra to the east side. Can you see the juniper? It's a little bit cloudy, but wow, what an amazing plant. Oh, wow, I love it. The fragrance profile is so distinct. I can see those amazing junipers. They can get so gnarly and awesome looking. I look forward to this. That's fir. You know, the common Christmas tree is fir. Here, fir is at just our very highest elevations, but a little bit more north, fir is all over. Okay, I don't know where this is coming from. We had a very good trip. A very good trip. There's fir all over Mammoth. What a great hike I had around Devil's Postpile and back to Rainbow Falls. Okay, I hadn't expected this. Think of me in 2017 going to those trailheads. This is exactly what I was making. I couldn't even get out and walk to a place like Rainbow Falls, or Devil's Postpile is much closer. I could have limped probably to Devil's Postpile. And so I would go to trailheads right here near our home, and I would collect things like this, put it in vinegar and bring it back. It's a powerful connection. It keeps you connected with that long-term goal. Okay, I just want to stand here and smell this. All right. Fragrances will just get you. Some salt and pepper. I'd add a bit of lemon to that. I would pack as much needle into the vinegar so it has a super full flavor. I would use the fresh tips of any of them. I would remove them from thick stems. The thick stems will impart a bitterness into this. Let's toss one on a salad and talk a bit about it. Okay, we've got a basic salad. This is just iceberg because I really wanted us to be able to taste the dressing on this lettuce. So this is a very mild flavored lettuce, the iceberg. Would you like pine, juniper, or fir?
Fir.
I made it yesterday. They've been sitting, waiting for you to try. So it's just olive oil. It's our fir-infused vinegar. It's salt and pepper.
Don't splash me. No, stop. Oh,
it's pepper.
Put as much as you want.
How funny, I didn't realize you didn't like the salt. You know, all of my recipes in the books have low amounts of salt because I do recognize I eat a lot of salt. And people ask me if I take electrolytes a lot. I don't tend to take electrolytes unless I'm doing a lot of really physical demanding things like in the sun and all that. And do you think that might be because I eat all of my electrolytes right on that salad by just continuing to shake?
Sodium and potassium.
Right there. I just keep shaking it. Keep shaking the bottle. Okay, let's taste.
Oh, that's really quite good.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
We got a great tasting tip from Rhonda. We're going to test it right now. Come on, Rico. Let's test this thing. So we have 3 vinegars. We have fir, pine, and juniper. Let's try one of them today. What's your choice?
I want to smell them first.
Good idea.
Pine, fir, and this is juniper. I will taste fir.
The fir really does smell nice and sweet. So here's what we're going to do, because Rhonda says we should have it cold and we should have it with some salt in it. And so first we're going to taste this cold and at room temperature. We'll put a tablespoon of vinegar in each, so it's going to be a little strong, but strong enough to taste that flavor in there. Should have a good fir flavor, let's hope. And so I've had this water out at room temperature for a couple of hours. We'll pour it right up to the line on the glass. And this one started out in the freezer this morning, and then I put it in the refrigerator so it's nice and cold. Okay, so let's first taste the room temperature water.
Cheers. It's really good.
It's interesting. I like it.
I mean, it's bitter like a vinegar, but the fir adds a sweet taste to it.
Yeah, a nice little dimension there. But now let's each take the cold one and let's examine the difference just based on the temperature.
Okay. Oh, it is better cold.
It's kind of shocking the difference cold. I wasn't expecting such a difference.
For some reason, the cold makes the bitterness less effective.
What do you think about the fir flavor in the cold drink compared to the room temperature drink?
The fir flavor is stronger in the room temperature drink. I think everything's more mild with the colder water, and the coldness of the water seems to hide some of the flavor of both the vinegar and the fir.
So I feel like it kind of depends what you're going for with it. That's really interesting. Okay, she also said to add salt. So let's take our cold one. Let's add a dash of salt to each.
Not that much. No, not that much. I get to put the salt in.
Okay. Come on. Oh my gosh. It's like no salt. Cheers.
It's like kombucha.
I'll be darned if that salt doesn't improve it a little bit. So this is definitely a strategy for your electrolyte mix. If you have a homemade electrolyte mix, for instance, that has that sodium in it, maybe put some potassium, you put it right into an apple cider vinegar drink. So is the real key to apple cider vinegar that satiation you're going to experience with the meal, unless you're like my sister and it upsets your stomach? Is that the key, the satiation? For me, the key might be that I can bottle up my awesomeness and bring it home with me. On a bad day, when I need that connection, it's here. I put it on my salad, and it happens to help that satiation too. What an unexpected benefit we have right here. If this fits in your life, I want you to try it. I want you to embrace it. Embrace it for what it is. That's your connection to the world out there. On those really bad days, you're going to need that connection.